welcome to this edition of Carolina Insider here at the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio. I'm Laura Ararat. Our lead story today, new developments in the Senate bill to fix South Carolina roads after having a week off. Governor Nikki Haley posted on her Facebook page this past weekend asking citizens to support the Senate bill, and that it's our job to contact our House members to agree with the Senate version. After much debate, Nikki Haley made a rare appearance in the front of the caucus a few weeks ago to ask House Republicans to side with the changes made in the Senate road bill. This would mean road repairs without a tax increase. These changes would allow some progression on our roads this year. The pothole situation in Columbia is presenting more than just a bump in the road for drivers. Some drivers think the steel plates can be a hazard for cars. However, according to officials, sometimes these plates are used to cover up bigger utility issues. On any given day, 4 to 6 cars pull into the base here at the Auto Club in need of repairs. These days, half of them for the potholes. Columbia's potholes problem got especially bad after the fall floods. In some places, like here on Blossom Street, metal plates cover up the trouble below.
The city will kind of throw a steel plate on top of it and be done with it. That kind of seems like their solution to all the potholes around here. Instead of actually filling them in, they'll throw a steel plate on it and call it a day.
In the meantime, drivers should do their best to detour around the problem. Otherwise, you might be the next car coming into the Auto Club and walking out with a big bill. Fall registration is right around the corner. If you're looking to sign up for a fun elective, take a look at how this USC class planned a dream wedding in this week's Cocky Spotlight. This is Henry and Leah. They're from Hilton Head Island and they just got their dream wedding for free. And they have these 65 students to thank. These students are enrolled in the Wedding and Management class at the University of South Carolina. While most classes focus on tests and quizzes, this class is a little different. They're planning a wedding.
At the beginning of the semester, the students are introduced to what a wedding planner does, and then they start by putting together the plans for the wedding, and then we call for the bride.
And the lucky couple is Leah and her fiancé Henry.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited!
The rehearsal dinner was held in the McCutcheon house. Students filled water glasses, worked in the kitchen, got the food prepared, and even served the guests. In the other room, students were putting together the final touches for the big day. The next evening, the students were back in action, getting ready for the wedding. Everything from the flowers to the cake was donated from Columbia businesses. The class took care of every small detail, making sure that the wedding was personalized for Henry and Leah. At 6 p.m., the guests grabbed their seats, the music began to play, and the bridal party got into their places. Professor Hoover officiated the ceremony. This wedding was sealed with a kiss, and the couple made their way as the new Mr. and Mrs. Simmons, while the students who planned it all had tears in their eyes. After 3 months of planning for this wedding, here we are at the River Road and Jasmine House in West Columbia, where Henry and Leah have finally said their I do's. The students, guests, and newlyweds sandstormed the night away, and all of this could not have been done without the 65 students who made this dream wedding a reality. If you're interested in planning next semester's wedding, the class code is HTRM 362. The class will be held every Tuesday and Thursday evening from 6 to 7:15. Now, kicking it over to sports, our reporter Danielle Barilla is at Williams-Brice Stadium with the latest on Gamecock football.
Thanks, Laura. The annual Garnet and Black Spring Game is this Saturday here at Williams-Brice Stadium, and head coach Will Muschamp says this is just one battle in the race to becoming the next starting quarterback for the South Carolina Gamecocks. Senior Perry Orth and true freshman Brandon McElwain lead the race, and with Orth suffering from a broken collarbone, we're bound to see McElwain take some snaps on Saturday. Muschamp says it is Orth's command and McElwain's ability that make them the front runners, but the race will still go well into fall camp. Also listed as quarterbacks on the Gamecock roster are sophomore Lorenzo Nunez, redshirt junior Connor Mitch, and redshirt sophomore Michael Skarnecki. The annual Garnet and Black Spring Scrimmage is open to the public this Saturday, April 9th. Admission is free and kickoff is at noon. The game will broadcast live on the SEC Network. For Carolina Insider, I'm Danielle Barilla. Back to you, Laura, in the studio.
Thanks, Danielle. If you can't make it to the spring football game this weekend, here are some events you won't want to miss. Head over to the zoo tomorrow for the grand opening of their Waterfall Junction, where you can enjoy nature at its finest. Be a part of the excitement as Columbia's minor league baseball team kicks off their season tomorrow night in Charleston. And if you're looking to give back this weekend, the Bark to the Park Walk will be this Saturday at Finley Park. Admission is $30 and all proceeds go to help homeless animals across the Midlands. That's all we have for this edition of Carolina Insider. We'll see you here next time in the Kennedy Greenhouse studio.